Most people self-study their way to nowhere because they're doing it wrong. I know this because I've lived it. I was a broke musician back then who stumbled into IT. I had no degree, no fancy certifications, just pure hustle. Now I help other IT professionals do the same thing, and I do it fast. And I've seen where people mess this up over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to self-study the right way using a 4-phase blueprint. Not random advice, a real structure that you can follow. So let's get into it. Right now, you've probably got 10 tabs open, you have no plan, and you're just overwhelmed. One minute you're watching some YouTuber telling you to learn Python. Next minute, someone else is telling you to do some try-hack-me stuff or get Google certificate. You're all over the place and you're burning yourself out. Let's be real. If you tried to study everything, you would be stuck for years. When I started, I didn't chase every certifications out there, guys. I didn't try to master every tool. I focused. 6 months, that's how long it took me, all right? Because I had a plan. Right now, you don't have a study problem. You've got a direction problem. You don't know what you're doing. And that is why these 4 phases matter a lot. So let's start with phase 1, the foundation. Before you study anything, you need a goal. Cybersecurity isn't just one job. You need to pick a lane, right? A role. Could be SOC analyst, threat hunter, GRC, penetration tester, whatever it is, the roadmap will be completely different. Once you pick up the role, look at the job descriptions. See what tools and skills they're asking for right now. That's your guide. That's your North Star. Now that we have locked in your direction, let's move into phase 2. Actually learning the stuff the right way. This is where most people mess up big time. You don't need more motivation. You need a better process. If you're going for a technical cybersecurity role, the first thing that you need is a solid foundation. You need to understand networking fundamentals and the basics of how systems communicate to each other. And the best way to start learning that, you can use the content from something like CompTIA Network Plus to learn about networking fundamentals. You don't need a CCNA at this stage. And I'm not saying go sit for the exam. Forget the exam for now. What you want is the knowledge inside the content. And there are great free resources out there. You can use Professor Messer's YouTube channel, Diane Training, some Udemy courses out there. Just go through the content. Learn the core concepts, okay? Once you've got networking covered, then move into the basics of cybersecurity. You need to learn the grammar of cybersecurity, the basics of cyber, right? Same idea. Use the content from Security Plus. Again, I'm not asking you to take the test. I'm not here to help you collect certifications. You're not a cert collectors. I've said it before, guys. Certifications don't prove anything anymore these days. They are good for just the roadmap, the content. People cheat those exams every day. What matters is whether you understand what you're doing, right? Whether you can explain it in a good way, whether you can apply it in the real world. I have worked with clients, with friends in the industry, and all of us agree that certifications have lost their value. What hasn't lost value? Skills. So use certifications like Security Plus as a study framework, not a trophy, all right? Now, if you're stressing over, okay, what should I put on my resume then about certifications? You can just say you've completed the training, like Security Plus content training done. And that is fine. Don't stress about passing the exams right now. Now, once you have that solid foundation, that's when you shift into hands-on learning. You can use try-hack-me platforms, you can use BTL1, Cyber Defenders, TCM Security. There are so many hands-on training out there that you can use. But yeah, do it. You need to use those platforms. Even if it means that you have to pay for it, all right? And I'm going to give you an example for myself. I paid for licenses when I was trying to get into cyber 1 month, like hands-on access to firewalls, CrowdStrike, vulnerability management platforms, things like that. I paid for the licenses so I can get my hands to those tools and platforms. Don't be cheap. Invest in yourself. If it means that you have to pay for something, do it, because that will make you a unique candidate compared to other people. Because right now, companies, they don't have the time to train you. They want someone who is job ready from day one. Now that we covered phase 2, let's move to phase 3. And this is where most people miss the opportunity. You're doing the work, but no one knows it, all right? So in the eyes of the industry and people, it never happened. You need to turn your self-study into public proof of work, all right? You don't need to be a YouTuber like me, but you do need to document the whole journey. You can post on LinkedIn, you can have vlogs, you can post walkthroughs, GitHub repositories, all that sort of stuff. Even 30-second screen recordings of things that you're doing helps a lot. Let's say you do a phishing email breakdown in Wireshark. That's really great. Make a simple post and say something like, spend an hour breaking down a phishing email, followed a packet trail and all that sort of stuff. Then you mapped it to my tag framework. Here is what I learned. Simple. That's content, guys. That's visibility. That's positioning. That's proof. Your portfolio is your new resume. Now let's tie it all together with phase 4, the one that keeps everything alive. Now listen closely, guys. This one's a little bit personal. A lot of you start strong. First few weeks, maybe a couple of months, everything's at the top, you're feeling good. Then motivation fades. Life happens. You get distracted. Suddenly it's been 12 months and you're still self-studying, still stuck in the same place. That is how regret wins, in my opinion. You don't need more YouTube playlists. You need someone who's walked the path. Just like people hire personal trainers who stay consistent in the gym, you need that person in your cyber journey too. You need to join a group. You need to have that community. Find a Discord channel and join that channel. Weekly check-ins with people, human interactions, not just content. You've got to stay in the game even when the excitement dies. And if you want that kind of structure, that's exactly what we do inside Cyber Excel Training Academy. But only if you're serious, okay? If you want to learn more about that, how we can help you, how we can be your mentor along the journey, there's a link in the description. Now, let me leave you with this. You're gonna have days where you doubt yourself. You'll wanna quit. You'll feel like you're behind. But the ones who win, they keep going. People will talk behind you. Why are you always studying? Come out, relax, have a beer with us. Don't study all the time. You need to forget them. If you want a different life, you've got to move differently. Cybersecurity changed my life. It allowed me to move countries, let me earn 25K per month, let me take control in my life. But it all started with one thing: commitment. 2 hours a day, laser focused. No distractions, nothing. Live hard now so you can live free later. Alright guys, that was it. If you like this content, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone who may need to hear this stuff, make sure to share this video with that person. And guys, if you really need help with your cyber journey, if you need that mentor by your side, if you feel like you're stuck and you don't know what you're doing, you're overwhelmed and you need help, there's a link in the description. Click on it and learn about our offering, how we can help you, and all that sort of stuff. See you in the next video.